we started a segment. I keep saying a couple weeks ago. It's been months now, but it's called Question from a Kiddo, where one of my kids asks a question of the guests that we have on the show, and I tell them who's on the show, and they develop a question. So this one actually is about Garfield, and they want to know what it was like playing a bad guy.
Well, it's always fun playing a bad guy if the bad guy is not really that bad. You know, in this, Happy Chapman is just an egotist. You know, he's full of himself. You know, his badness is that he wants to, kidnap the cat or something, or something like, Augie Doggy. Yeah, the dog.
Odie.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Odie. I had that scene with okay. Here is a lesson to young actors, children out there. Here's a lesson to actors. When you have a scene with a real dog, not a cartoon dog, but a real dog, when the dog has a good take, that's the take they're going to use. So as an actor, you have to be good in every take. I remember having to act with that dog, and he had to bark, but I know I'm veering away from your kiddo question, but this has just been gnawing at my soul for so long. The dog, Odie, was that his name?
Yes.
He had to bark at me because I'm a bad man. So it does segue into your question. I'm a bad man. But the problem is stage animals are trained, especially dogs, are trained not to bark. Because if they bark, it'll ruin a take.
Right.
So heaven knows what the animal trainers do to keep dogs from barking when they want to bark. So Odie, as a dog, had to bark at me because I'm a bad man. I'm reaching toward him, and he's supposed to go, whoop, but Odie couldn't bark because he's been beaten with a switch or whatever, taught not to bark. So he just starts shaking, and the trainer is over my ear saying, bark at the bad man. He's a bad man. Bark at the bad man. And Odie just starts shaking like, no, Odie, you gotta bark. And so I had to keep saying the line over and over again until Odie would bark. And we were there for about 45 minutes until Odie went, roof. Okay, good. Take, print, we've got it. Yes. So, but I find any part you play, whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, you have to find what you love and what you fear and what you hope for and what you dread. And how you fill in those blanks will determine if you're a good guy or a bad guy. If you love yourself, if you fear being caught, if you dread going to jail, you're probably a bad guy. But if you love humanity and fear no one and dread injustice, you're probably a good guy. You just fill in those blanks and it fills you up from the inside out, and you can play any part in the world.
That is sage advice, and I will make sure that is passed along. Thank you.